I am Patrick Pharris, and I have the pleasure today to introduce you to the Academy, but most importantly, to James Prendamano. Here we are.
Here we are.
Man, what a vision you have. What is it in your words? What is the Academy?
The Academy is a reverse engineered 30 years of experience project that pulls together all of the elements from real estate deal making, from the macro and micro. That's big theme as we move along. But starts with the foundational stuff, the things that I didn't learn until much later in life. And that's what I mean by reverse engineered. We start with the mindset stuff, and all of the things that I've learned really make a huge impact. Those are the first several components to what is a massive, massive academy that will teach you everything you need to know in deal making, from buying your first home to being a part of a $100 million shopping center deal and everything in between.
But there's a big differentiation, right? There are lots of real estate shows and things that you can do on the internet and everywhere else. How do we differ?
This is an empowerment tool. It's not an instructional tool so much. While you will get the instruction and you will learn all of the things that you would ever need in a real estate career, the intention is to empower people of all walks of life to take control of their life at whatever point they're at, and give them for free all of the things I've learned over the last 30 years and empower them as people.
James, there's a lot of get-rich real estate schemes on the internet. How do we differentiate from that?
So there's get-rich schemes, and there are good courses. The biggest disruptor is we're not charging. Right? This is free, will always be free, and there will be additional content that will be free forever. That's our core mission, is to get the information to people who need it the most, where there's no barriers. Beyond that, a lot of the courses focus on transaction types or just specific market segments. As you've come to know, I have a very holistic approach to real estate, and there are so many different components before you ever get to deal making that you need to cover. I feel you need to cover. It worked for me, and it really provides a solid foundation. And if you go in the chronological order, each segment, you are picking up a different discipline, but you're building on a base, a really strong foundation. So this is from A to Z, everything you can imagine in real estate, just about we've done. From the 500 square foot drop-off dry cleaner to the big leases with Nike and Nordstrom, manufacturing deals, hospitality deals, land deals, and there's so many different facets. But it's a really comprehensive, thorough academy that covers all the bases in a foundational building way. It's an empowering tool, is really what it is.
So we're going to empower people through foundational building, and you said that you want to bring this to people who need it most.
Yeah.
Who's the Academy for?
So it's for everybody, but for me and my why, it is imperative that we stop talking about the problems that need to be fixed and just start giving the solutions. And I feel like this is a real solution, that by making it free and making it accessible and putting it in the order that we have, anybody can learn these things. It's a lot of work, don't get me wrong. But if you're willing to put the work in, this can unlock people of all different walks of life in all different ways. The ultimate goal is for this to be in some way part of an educational program, or educational programs in general, where we're teaching kids that aren't necessarily programmed for today's school system, things that will excite them and energize them and open their eyes to infinite possibility. Like, we're all so much bigger than what we're told, and this is where that starts, and then it brings you through all of the detail in deal making.
So you mentioned kids. We mentioned all aspects of real estate. So we have people who are agents, brokers, buyers, investors, developers. So it really is for everyone.